Okay, good day one and all. I am Mr. Byron Aloysius P. Tuerto, Principal 1 of Ilayong Uni Junior and Senior Integrated National High School of Mulanay District 2, and I was asked of a favor to discuss my personal knowledge about the curriculum development in the Republic of the Philippines, how it came to having a curriculum today, how did it start, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of our current curriculum today. So way back when, we know it that according to our history, we know that in the pre-colonial period, we know that our education way back then was very informal. It's all about life-sustaining education without a proper curriculum, and they just relied on personal experiences coming from themselves and from other areas that may contribute to their life education. In the pre-colonial period, what we had were introduction of various foreign disciplines. Those includes the R's, the 4 R's, the 3 R's, the 4 R's, the reading, the arithmetic, the writing, and after that, we had the introduction of various foreign disciplines. We have history coming from other countries, coming from our own very own country. We have science and mathematics. We had so many disciplines given to us by other countries that are contributory to our knowledge about the world today. And those parts of our education given by other foreign educators were not, we cannot say that somehow advantageous to our education today, but it opened our world, our eyes, our personality, our character, our country to a wider information about the world. Then we had, as time passed by, there were strengthening of parts of our curriculum, specifically mathematics and science, to for us to be able to cope up with the needs of the global competency, because mathematics and science in the mid era of our curriculum became part of competency, because science and mathematics became the foreground of technology, became the foreground of medicine, became the foreground of engineering, and those kinds of concepts we have today. Then, as times pass by, our curriculum was indulged in a wider concept. Now, our government attempted to push us to global education, which means we have to study the world. We have to put ourselves, our feet, have to move forward to a broader sense of education. See what education we can get from the outer part of our country. What education we can get from the other side of the world, so that it may be beneficial to ourselves, to the citizens of the Philippines, and also to the country itself. And what's good about pursuing our government's pursuing global education is that we are able to see what are the chances that we can go on, we can succeed globally, we can compete globally. Yeah, so that's why we have in the latter part of our curriculum, and the results of employing curriculum indulging to global education, we may find out that we have our kababayans, our citizens competing in the arena of global market. We have our citizens, we have Filipinos fighting with their profession in the United States of America. We have our inventors in Canada. We have our um, good nurses in Saudi Arabia and etc. So the instance of pursuing curriculum that's intended for global education is somehow today beneficial to us because we are able to uh, provide the world that the Filipino citizens are better than anybody else. And there comes a time that changes in the development of the development of curriculum came across a change when it comes to thinking about uh, the what we say uh, things beneficial to the individuality, the uh, not just for group education, not just for group development, not just for group uh, progress, but uh, attendance to individual capability building, attendance to better um, character, let's say that progress. Now, so there comes today we have after various curriculums in the past few years. We have now the K plus 12, which is how many numbers of years in schooling we have from kindergarten to grade 12, from kindergarten to senior high school. And what's good about providing K plus 12 curriculum today is that K plus 12 is very appropriate in the Philippines, as Philippines is the one of the few countries that did not offer in the past few years, that did not offer um, longer years in longer years of education. um, we were coming late in some parts of education because we are attending and so we may say backward curriculum, because our curriculum should be in progress, should be developing, that it must adapt to the world, to the education the world is giving, that the global competency must be transparent in providing our curriculum. That's why K plus 12 is appropriate for us, for the country, because and for the citizens, because it gave us and it has been giving us salient points in producing better individuals, better Filipino citizens. So you may ask, what are the salient points that made K plus 12 very excellent, I may say not very excellent, but an excellent type of curriculum, as it is developed by other countries or researchers, that the government of Aquino bought for the application in our locality, in our area in the Philippines. So what does senior high school, K plus 12, from kindergarten to senior high school, attempt to provide among all individuals, not just for groups, not just for selected learners, but for every individual undergoing the curriculum? What points are beneficial for all of those students, for all of those learners? We may see that K plus 12 is giving much emphasis on mastery, on competencies. The competencies of an individual is being nurtured, and we have also provided, as we may observe, that K plus 12 is pursuing maturity among all learners. They became more mature than before. They are able to be flexible. They are flexible flexible in social life, in professional life, in communal life, and in almost every aspect of life they become mature. And also, we are gearing our K plus 12 graduates more prepared in the battle of in life's battle. They may choose which life they would like to choose after the after attending and finishing the curriculum. And aside from that, we may see that Philippines once it gave the Philippines once it gave 10-year educational program curriculum. We may find out that our graduates are not able to be employed because of age matters. As for the moment, there is already a policy that there should be no uh, individual that must be catered to employment who are underage. And most of the time, our graduates in the basic education curriculum do not suffice the proper age quorum, which is 18 years and above. We only have 16, we only have 17 in the basic education, previous basic education curriculum. And so now, if you are a graduate of K plus 12 curriculum, after finishing it, you are 18 and 20 or 21, you are legally, you may be accepted legally in any institution that offers work. So therefore, you are your age is legal for working anywhere, whether local or abroad. And also, after finishing the K plus 12, as it offered, it is offering, it has been offering various programs, strands, and other important curriculum aspects. Graduates are able to be globally competitive. We have our TVL graduates who are employed to be likewise seemingly graduate of 4 years in such field, such as tech, voc, and livelihood. So that's a very good point for providing in providing the K plus 12 curriculum. For the advantages, our students in the K plus 12 curriculum are able to find out which area they are we may say advantageous. They may be accepted, or their talent, ability, capability are accepted. I remember one friend of mine whose husband is a French. In France, the curriculum process there was they have the K plus 12 curriculum there, and what's good about that is when you get to grade 8, the institution, from kindergarten to grade 8, the institution will decide according to your performance, the performance of the learner. The institution will decide if you will belong to you will pursue academics or tech voc or any professional line you may be excellent. After grade 8, that you are decided to be wherever you may go according to the observation of the institution, you are not allowed to say you're not allowed to follow, you're not allowed to to unfollow the recommendations, because they know that a certain student, according to observation, can be very good in agriculture, as per observation, as per competency evaluation. Even you are a son or a daughter of both doctors or a pilot or an engineer, that, but you are good in agriculture, you will be in agriculture. Unlike in the Philippines, that if both your parents are doctor, it is the family pride that your parents are doctor, you will be a doctor also. So that's not the type of education in France. So after graduating the K plus 12, where, say you graduated in Tech Voc course, you fell into the category of Tech Voc, hairdressing, and you know that hairdressing in France, butchery, uh, baking, receive even even higher salary than those who are professionals. And that's what the K plus 12 curriculum in the Philippines intend to do so also to our graduates. So now, the advantages of providing the K plus 12 curriculum in our country is that we are given chances to do the same as in what they have in France today. That you may choose if you would like to have business after K plus 12. You may choose to pursue college if you belong to the ACADS, and if you are good at it. You may pursue a business if you wish to do so after your after finishing K plus 12. But the disadvantages we have here in the Philippines is that as for today, there are certain groups of people and individuals who are pushing the the to abolish the K plus 12 curriculum, or some are asking for the review and revision of the K plus 12, not to totally abolish but review and revise what is inside the curriculum. That is not seemingly appropriate to our current context today. So what are the disadvantages, and what are the observed as per research of your study? I have seen personally that there are problems that I may say disadvantages in the pursuance of K plus 12 curriculum in our context. Number one is that the K plus 12 curriculum initiation in the Philippines, implementation in the Philippines, did not receive so much deeper research on how to implement. Research on finances, research on the results for negosyo, trabaho, negosyo, and kolehiyo. So we have lapses on those aspects. Then the the government did not give so much time for deeper research for K plus 12, for disadvantages and advantages. And another one that we may say disadvantage in pursuing K plus 12 is that it does not match the economic capability of the Philippines in offering the curriculum. We have to remember that majority of our citizens belong to the low income families, and longer years of education, they find that longer years of education is a burden to the families who belong to low income groups. But if these families would just see the potential, the advantage that each graduate may have better future with regards to given skills and as per given priority by the government, progress, the development of each graduate is at hand, already transparent, that we may have better citizens in the future. And as what I have said in a while ago, it is just a matter of prioritizing education rather than other points of the government agenda, because education is not an easy, and same may say, not uh, an easy area to be neglected, because molds it builds our citizens, it builds our country. So as for the moment, there are points that I would like to discuss, but I would like to leave it to you for a research, your own research on how you find K plus 12 curriculum advantages and disadvantages on the side of our learners, taking into consideration the economic situation of our country. So those are only my uh, sharing for today, and I wish I have contributed a bit of information and realization about the development of our curriculum in the Philippines, as well as the currently implementing curriculum, which is the K plus 12. It is on your hands to defend or to discourage our current curriculum as per uh, punto de vista of your own. That's it, and thank you very much, and have a good day.